After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 572, I believe. I'm not having my notes, but here we are.
And the reason why we're saying back is we are headed back into the main podcast again in a second. And I might or might not leave that original intro. Probably will because we need the original number.
Yep.
But we are doing an explanatory intro because I was really out of it in the following video. I wasn't feeling well. And we then took a break. I was able to start feeling better. And we have come back to record stash enhancements.
Yeah, the last half of the podcast. We did about a half an hour, and I didn't realize that you were going to replace the intro. I thought you were just going to put it in the middle.
That's fine.
That's why I said it that way. Otherwise, I would have had my notes.
But that's fine. We'll just have the other after. That just makes less editing for me.
Yep.
I already have to do enough editing with the Booktube one. I'm perfectly satisfied with not having to do any for this one. Hard.
So we're back for this. Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 572. Today is Wednesday, September 27th, 2023, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad you found us. We hope you see something you like and that you will stay with us. And if you are returning, we're always glad to have you back. If you are new or returning and you'd like to get notifications and become official, there's a little subscribe button on your right, a little red button that says subscribe. There's a little bell that you can tap so you can get notifications. You just have to press the bell and it'll give you options. You know, do you want to have all the notifications or some of them or none of them? I apologize in advance. We might have to make this a short podcast. Ty's not feeling well, so we're going to see how far we get before we stop. And yeah, we'll go from there. I think. I guess we go right to our teas now. I have in my Adagio double-walled owl and other forest creatures bag, I have my own blend, which is a spot of mott and chocolate, which has got good stuff in it.
Oh, and in the I'd rather be knitting mug, I have just some chicken broth. I think that didn't feel like tea, and I think that maybe I'm in a flare, so maybe it would be better for the messel to have chicken broth instead of ginger ale.
Protein and salt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it.
We managed to both up our project numbers a little bit, but so we're just gonna. I guess I'll just go through the alongs and then we'll go from there. We'd like you. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do for our alongs for next year. The long one. We already know what the other ones are, but the year long one, because this one is coming to an end, and every year we do a new one for the year long. We've done Tea and Tails a couple of times. We have Christmas along. We have what else we have that's year long. We did Christmas all year long one time. You know, and if people have ideas, you know, that's great. And if not, we'll just pick something. So I think this last one was Jody's idea, wasn't it? Was it Jody's or Steph's?
Wasn't it? I don't remember.
Somebody asked us.
Oh, okay.
Because we were doing Tea and Tails at the time.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as for the current alongs, first of all, the one that's coming up in December, or not coming up in December, the last one that's coming up will be the Toy Along. That's the new one that will come up in October. Okay, so just so you know, so you can start thinking about patterns and things. Our current alongs, we have the PHN Movie Night Make Along 2023, and that, as exactly as it says, it has to be thematically somehow attached to movies, you know, whether and the movie experience in a theater or a drive-in theater or whatever. It has to have released in a movie theater, and it could be related to the food, the tickets, the actors, the whatever, just so it's related to the movie at the theater. And this runs all year, so it ends December 31st, 2023, midnight going into January 1st of the 2024. And the projects must be knit, loom knit, crocheted, woven, or paper crafts, such as journaling, origami, card making, drawing, things like that, okay? Everything else is basically in the group. We do have the featured yarns and featured patterns, basically are always the same. Anything by Lady Critical Creations, anything by Franciscan Gypsy Designs, and anything that's Laura Concert, which is Lollipop Girl yarns or designs or something. I forget what it is. But Laura's stuff, as long as it pertains to the theme, okay? And we have another quarter after this one ends for this, because that's our year long. The arthritis, cardiac, dysautonomia, cal ends this week, I think, September 30th. So once we hit October 1st, this one's over. And all the rules are the same, except that the projects have to be a majority in shades of red, blue, teal, and purple, I think it is. And that includes pink, okay? And the hashtag is PHNACD2023 on Instagram. The hashtag for the other one is, I don't remember. It's in the group. Okay, it's in the group. I'm in the interest of moving forward, so we get Ty back to her bedroom. It's in the group.
Anything related to the long switch would be important to people taking part would be in the group anyway. It doesn't matter for those who are not in the group.
Yeah, but if you'd like to be a member of the group, there's on the drop-down menu below the video. It's a drop-down menu, right?
Yeah.
You can press the link that takes you to PHN. Yeah, PHNpodcast.freeforms.net. You go there and we'll let you in. All you have to do is ask. So, now the other one that we have is Tortoise versus Hare, and this is Laura Concert's baby, and it's anything related to tortoise and hare. And I mean anything. This is not just related to knit, and fiber arts and paper. This is everything, because this is Laura's, and Laura opened it up for everything. So make use of it. And this one also ends as you go into October 1st. And the hashtag is Tortoise versus Hare 2023. Let me think. The same. Everything has the same featured yarns and patterns, unless we say otherwise. So my stuff, Ty's stuff, and Laura's stuff. If you use a finished object that has only one of those things, like one yarn featured or one pattern featured, you get 2 chances at a prize. If you have a featured yarn and a featured pattern in the finished object, you have 3 chances at a prize, but you are responsible for your multiple postings, and it has to be a finished object. Okay. All right, so it takes us into whips.
Okay. In my Plover Bird TARDIS Bigger on the Inside bag is a project I haven't worked on in a long time. This is the Dobbinwood by K.F. Jones of Bakery Bears fame. This is Mom's Dobbinwood. I've been letting her wear mine to determine whether or not she actually will enjoy having one, and she does enjoy wearing it, so I decided to continue working on it. Just a few rows.
Pretty. You should tell them a little story though, Taya, when we were trying to figure out about the lace.
We thought that I messed up, but it turned out I didn't.
Yeah, it has different. If she was not so tired, she could make the story much more interesting. But
I thought that I was on one of the fronts instead of the back, and it's different on the back versus the fronts.
Yeah, it's a different pattern, so
yeah.
It's very pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely pattern, and it's flipping up so you can't see as well the inkwell. There we go. So this is all Miss Babs, inkwell, zing, and this isn't chirp. This is something else.
I thought you said it was chirp.
I thought it was, but it's not, because
it's not.
chirp is the bright. Is a bright blue. I can't.
Whatever
remember.
It is, it's pretty.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. But yeah, these are all leftovers. And yeah, this was started after my first surgery.
The first one? Yeah, you're right. It was that.
It was.
Boy, it's been on the needles for a long time.
Yes, it has. I just haven't touched it in a long time. because at the same time I had an orange one I was working on, but I pulled it out because of
The too close of color, yeah. I remember that.
too close
yeah.
to the shawl. But yeah, that's it for that one.
Okay, in my Knitting's My Bag, angel bag, some people will say Christmas angels, but I don't think so. All angels. Is my Film Noir shawl project from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel. And oddly enough, I didn't work a whole lot on this one, except for on the podcast, because for a while I didn't feel like working on anything. And then when I did feel like working on anything, I wanted to do other things because I got a certain condition called startitis. Sort of startosis. I don't know. It sounds better to say startitis. But anyway, this is my Film Noir shawl. Let me just close off this stitch. And I know it could technically be already finished. It's plenty big, but I want it bigger. I want a big one. So you can see that it's... Oh, I like the way it looks.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
So this is Miss Babs and Dragonfly Fibers. And it's really a joy to work.
Yeah, it's more so Dragonfly. You only have one Miss Babs in there.
Sure about that? I don't know.
The variegated white and gray is Miss Babs.
Yep,
Everything else is Dragonfly.
I think I used my Area 50 whatever's 2 or whatever. I think I have a couple of Hunger Games colorways in here from Dragonfly. And this is a really nice, this could be a nice weight shawl because I use a little bit of a larger hook than I say I do with Talia's. And because I like it just a tad lighter. Mm-hmm. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Because I do, for this shawl, if I'm wearing this shawl, I do want to be warm.
Right.
Because it's a warm shawl. It's a big shawl.
It is.
And you could make it, lighter like I did with Crystals.
Right.
And Crystals was in sport weight. And I had a big hook for that. It was really... Huh? Oh, it was really fiddly to work with because I had a bigger hook with the sport weight. And so it was kind of interesting because this didn't want to cooperate. But it was worth doing. But yeah, so that's my film noir pattern shawl.
You just grab these 2 stitches.
Noir shawl.
I twisted this.
I'm glad I chose this one. That's good.
Okay. So my next one is in my Knit for Brains. I'm sorry, no, Erin Lane bunny butt bag that Laura gave me. And in here is my Buddy Knits on the Courthouse Steps. So it has grown. I've at least added a few logs since last time. So
Very good.
slowly but surely, well, maybe not so slowly, but it gets growth. It's generally what I want to work on because it's nice and plain.
Right.
But yeah, the only reason why I'm not working on it now is because I left my notebook that helps me count up the rows in the other room. But yeah, that's it for that.
I have to make sure I'm at here before I get on this because I'm still confused at how to tell what the right and the wrong is for this. I know I put a marker somewhere. Oh, there it is. So this is the right hand, right? The right side.
Wait, that's your needle. Yes, that's the right side.
That's the right side. So I am going to be
There's my needle.
knitting all the way across.
Because yes.
Knitting all the way
Are
across.
you on the? Because you're headed towards. Where's your yarn?
My yarn is right here.
Oh well, then you're knitting the wrong side. Because your yarn is supposed to be, you're knitting in. You work into the yarn that is the stitch you just finished.
Okay, so
you are going to have the wrong side facing you.
okay, so this is the wrong side. Okay, so I have
You just finished the right side.
okay, so this is the right side.
Yes.
Oh, the wrong side is the part that has the bind off.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm doing. Sorry, guys. It's been like.
But you're not trying to knit these two together, Mom.
Okay.
So, the easy way to do that in my brain is to do it like this. So you're that way.
Okay. It seems like it's twisted.
Okay, hold on 1 second. My brain's not working.
This is okay.
Hold on. Let me show, because I can show better than tell.
This is my Thorns hooded cowl. So it's my Arwen's hooded cowl project. And the problem with this is I'm having trouble not that I can't do the stitches, but I'm having trouble seeing what to do and how to get my stitches started now that I've...
See, it's like that.
What did we just drop?
You didn't.
You did.
Oh. As long as you don't connect these two, you're fine.
Okay, so it's
You,
very...
you had still to knit with this needle, but you go into the stitch you just finished.
Okay, so this... Okay, so it's the wrong side.
Yeah.
This is the, I'm just having a hard time seeing how to do this. And she keeps telling me I have to go into the yarn. I get that. It's just hard for me to visualize even though I've done it. This is, so you can see I've already, here's the bind off. And here's where the hood is starting. Not that you can see much of it. And this, for whatever reason, is not, like I said, it's not hard. And if this is the wrong side, I have to knit and then purl. Because you said it's the wrong side.
Yeah, you have to knit the garter section.
So this is not a hard thing to do. It's just hard for my brain just doesn't seem to want to understand how to do this hood. In terms of...
You're having trouble doing the round to the flat.
Yeah, round to the flat. Making the adjustment from the round to the flat. Which is really strange. It doesn't seem like that would be an issue, but it is. So like here I'm doing the garter. There's a garter... tab or row or whatever you want to call it, section, and then you change in the middle and then you do the garter again. So let me just show you here. So you can see I just did the garter section here. It's a certain amount of stitches, and then you just, now I have to change my stitch here for the rest, for the middle, and then when I get to the other marker I'll go back to the garter. But it's fun. It's a nice easy as far as the knitting goes, but it's not so easy in terms of me seeing what I have to do. For whatever reason, I don't know if my brain's just not getting it. It's having a hard time. I think what I need to do maybe is pin the bottom, the part that we bound off, pin it together with the rest of the cowl so that it's one sheet, so it looks like it's, you know what I'm saying?
But you also want to make sure you learn to...
Well, yeah, but right now I need to be able to work the project, and I can't depend on you being sitting here with me all the time to do that.
Right.
So if I can, and there are people who, for whatever reason, they have to make adjustments because they can't see it that way, and they may never see it that way. They just have to make an adjustment, And so maybe what I'll do is I'll pin it together somehow so that the two pieces of the cowl will be, just figure out how to put, just pin it like this so it's just flat. And then it won't be, confusing me.
Right.
But anyway, that's all there is. This is all Miss Babs. It's in the blue slate colorway. And this is one that I could potentially finish if I could figure out what I'm doing in terms of keeping it.
You have a while to go.
Do I? Yeah. Miles and miles before I sleep.
It takes a decent amount of time.
So yeah, that's... And I know that it's funny because it took me a while to get it even marked off.
Right.
Because of the way it was. But I think we had to fudge it a little bit. I miscounted. That's what it was. I miscounted the way it... I was putting the stitch markers where it said, but I miscounted or misunderstood. So I had the stitches I needed.
Oh.
But,
yeah, I don't remember one way or another.
Yeah, wrong side.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's it. All I have to say about that.
Mom, all the pearls, wrong side. And the bind off side facing you, wrong side. So yeah, my next project is another one I haven't worked on in a while. It's in my Maryland sheep and wool bag, and this is I can't remember what George calls this pattern.
Was it Hearts of Love or something? Oh, that's a different one.
That's a different one. You're thinking of Log Cabin Love.
Yeah.
This is a different one of his heart patterns. I knit a baby.
Right.
It's a baby blanket pattern.
I thought that was the one that was Hearts of Love. Didn't he have a pattern?
There's Log Cabin Love, which is that one. I don't know what this is called.
Yeah, I thought that was... They had
I don't think he has one called Hearts of Love.
I don't remember.
It'd be a dumb name.
I can tell you're feeling tired because you're cranky calling things dumb.
It would be a dumb name.
Oh, before we go any further,
Lots of love.
today is Wednesday, the 27th of September, is Looney Hiker's birthday. So
happy
birthday, Looney Hiker. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. May you have many happy returns and lots of blessings.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's called Lots of Love. So this is...
I knew it had something with love in it.
But I knew it wasn't Hearts of Love.
Yeah, well, whatever it was. I just knew it had something with love in it.
So, Lots of Love by 10 Hours or Less, our very own George. This is Knit Picks bulky swish. Very soft, very lovely.
Oh, that garnet heather.
The garnet heather. Because I'm doing it in a bed-sized version instead of the original baby blanket, I am repeating the chart more than once because I didn't want a ginormous seat stitch section. Because otherwise it would have been more than half the blanket with seat stitch. So I wasn't interested in that. And
a lot of seat
instead
stitch.
I wrote in a repeat of the chart. So
It doesn't sound like that would be too hard to do.
no, it's not. Because all I'm just doing is doing the same thing. I think I wrote in a seat stitch section between them.
Okay.
So it would at least look like it was another panel or something.
Right. Well, you've got enough experience behind you that you can do something like that. Just kind of switch it up a little bit.
It was a very fun pattern when I knit it as a baby blanket. It's normally a hold two together pattern.
He likes to do that.
He does, and it was a baby blanket.
I think he does that to get either texture or like a certain effect with the yarn, like a heathered effect or something.
I think it's a mixture of both. Although I think he generally has you hold together the same color.
Does he?
I think so. I can't remember.
I don't remember that. I'm going to try to get... I want to get to this marker because then I know that I'm supposed to switch, without forgetting that I can put it in there and switch it,
Mm-hmm.
So I have about 5 stitches here. Just let me get these and I'll slip the marker and do a knit stitch and then I'll be fine. Because otherwise I'll look at this and say, and it will be all messed up because I'll forget. I just finish this real quick. Oh, a reminder, we do have a Zoom on Friday.
Yes.
So, which is the day after tomorrow. Here we go. Just about there. This is kind of caught in here. Let me see what this is. Is that...
Your stitch marker is it just twirled around, that's all.
I just wanted to make sure where it's at. Okay, so I had one more stitch here. Okay. It was caught in my stitch, which I am very talented at doing. And sometimes I catch it and I can't get it out because especially those ring markers that had a little break in them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes. Okay, that's it. All right, let me just do this.
The ones that aren't I don't know what they're called, but I use them for rosaries. The ones without the break, the ones that are like overlapping.
Right, I forget what they're called. Well, the thing is, they're not overlapping. They're just
well, they do overlap a bit.
Not the ones I'm talking about. A lot of times, the ones I'm talking about have just a what do you call it?
Well, no, but the good ones, the ones that don't have the opening.
Right. No, I'm talking about that. Usually, they have like the ones I've seen. They'll have like a little stone or something on it.
Oh well, yeah. But even those.
Sometimes those will open, but
yeah.
Okay, so that takes care of that. It's my turn, or yours?
I just went.
Okay.
Because I just talked about the red blanket.
Okay. Let me just see what the next one is here. Okay, this one I didn't do much work on either. Sorry for the slurping. This is the Strawberry Shortcake Baby Blanket from the Cerebelle Scarf pattern by Sarah Sweethearts. And this is in my Silver Shade USA extra large, I think. 10-year anniversary bag. Something is buzzing.
You're just here?
Yeah, I think so. There's my hook. So you can see I didn't make a whole lot of progress, but here it is. Where am I at here? Here's the thing. Basically where I was last time. I think I might have done a little bit when I was somewhere. I don't remember where. But I did maybe a little bit on this. And the thing with this pattern is when I have multiple patterns that have multiple part stitches, and it makes my hand tired, so I have to be careful not to overtax my hand, which is why I'm glad I can incorporate some knitting as well now, because then I don't have to worry about that. But this yarn is ice yarn, and it's the fuzzy yarn, and we've talked about this yarn multiple times, so I will not bore you by going through it again, except to say it's very nice on the hands, and it's a bear to tink back. And it's beautiful. The colors are gorgeous.
Yeah.
The colors are absolutely gorgeous.
It's perfect for what you want it for.
It is. I prefer the plain ones, not plain in color, but non-halo, non-fuzzy.
Right.
But this is absolutely gorgeous. I love the colors in it. I can see the poor little baby gets tickled under the nose. Achoo, achoo, achoo. You know, but that's it. It's ice yarn. I don't know what the colorway is. I don't think it has a colorway on the label. It's just ice yarn. It reminded me of Strawberry Shortcake. It could easily be My Little Pony.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's your turn.
So in my... This is a large knitting sayings bag by Silvershed USA.
I was going to say, yeah.
It's...
Oh, we did find out the camera bag was Silvershed USA.
It's carrying my Log Cabin Love, which only got a little bit of work done on it. Just the last row before heading into the heart for this blue.
That's really pretty.
So,
Is a heart on the blue?
yeah, each
I
of them have.
Oh, they all have it. I thought you were skipping a row.
They
Okay.
all have hearts.
Very nice.
So, once I finish this blue section, I'm on to the next color.
That would be really pretty in the colors I want to do for my design for the bedroom upstairs. Because it would be very, very country.
Yes. Yeah, I think it would be very pretty and very country. It would work well thrown over the back of the couch.
Mm-hmm. We have blankets all over our house, but they still keep coming. We keep making them.
Yes.
Because you can't have too many blankets.
Nope.
Especially in the wintertime. When it gets cold.
But yeah, that's it with that one. It hasn't got as much work as I would have liked to. I was just focusing on other projects when I was able to focus.
Yeah. Okay. And I already showed this one, so let me put this away. Let's see. Okay. The next one is a new one. What do I do with it? Okay. This bag is from our local yarn shop. I have a couple of bags by this designer. And it was holding the prizes, but I had something else hold the prizes now, and it's actually a similar color. It's a box, but this is the bag, and it came from Knitter's Magic. And this is the Cherry Bomb Shawl project from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Zattel. And I'm using an F hook for this because Taya likes it a little bit tighter, if you will.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it in here. Okay. And this, I just started this, so it works up really quickly. I think I started yesterday, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So this is my yarn. This is Lady Furnicle Creations in the chocolate covered strawberries. And
which is cool.
yeah, so I wasn't, sure I was going to be able to do this or not. I was uncertain if we could use black, and I told Taya I didn't want to use black. I thought it would, because a couple of the yarns that she wants have brown in it, brownish in it, and I think the black would be kind of jarring.
And that's fine by me.
So it's going to be all these different reds. And this is how far I got since yesterday.
Which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see how that works up.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
The only thing I don't remember.
You remember what?
I don't remember. It didn't make sense.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what I was going to say. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. That's...
So I guess it's my turn.
It is.
So in my sheepy bucket bag is Franklin the Platypus. This is the Freddie the Platypus pattern by
Joanna Johnson.
thank you, Joanna Johnson. And he now has a stuffed head. And
Isn't he cute?
he has eyes.
Isn't he the most adorable little platypus ever?
The eyes are stitched in for the pattern. I chose not to go that route because we don't have any children in the house. They're just going to put it in their mouths or whatever.
He's adorable. I think he's adorable.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy with how he's turning out. Honestly, I feel like we're on the home stretch now that we have that part done.
Well, he has a personality now.
Yeah.
He's just adorable, I think.
But yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just put a cork in this one here, so to speak. There. All right. Let's see what I have here. Okay, my next one is might be my last one. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's my last one. Taya?
Yes.
Okay. Are you done with all of them? 'Cause I've done
I
mine.
am done.
Okay. I have a bag to wave at you. No, wait.
I thought you had one more show.
1, 2,
Because I started.
1. Oh, I know what's confusing me. This down here is at the bottom, and okay.
Okay, I
all
thought
right.
you had the show.
All right, so this one is in my B-Wing bag. And this is, it didn't work too much on here, so I don't know why I've got this out here. This is, I don't remember working on this. Did I work on this week? I must have.
Oh, I have no idea,
I
Mom.
don't remember. Well,
I don't know.
okay, I don't think I worked on this, but I'll show it to you anyway. Okay? I don't think I worked on it
What
this
is
week.
it?
It's a blanket.
Oh, okay. I know you were going to.
I was going to. I don't
I'm not
remember.
sure if you
I
did.
might have done a couple of rows.
At the very least, you bound it off.
No, I haven't bound off yet. It's still on the needles. So,
What are you doing with the...
Mhm.
What are you doing with the projects that would drag with the after it?
what? Okay, so you're not awake.
Um,
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if I worked on this. I think what I did was I finished the last 2 rows, maybe. I have to look and see. Because I've been waiting to bind off until I felt confident that I could do the pickup on the other side. So I'm going to put this in here again. I don't think I worked on this.
Right.
So you got to see something that maybe I didn't work on. Pretty bad. Okay. All right, and I do have a bag to wave at you. I started my design in progress. It's in my ginormous Mama C Owls bag. And all I can say is, see?
Design.
Design. Okay. That takes care of that. All right.
And, yeah. I have a design, but I didn't bring it with me because I didn't feel like picking up the bag and taking it over.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for that. No real shop news.
I don't think we should be doing the stash enhancements. if
Maybe
you
another
can't-
time.
Maybe another time. I can show my 2 books
Mm.
because that's not as exciting as the other. But, it's just books. That just in quotes. So
Right.
I'll show you that, and then we'll call it a day because Ty is not feeling well. And we don't want to have to kind of rush through our other stash enhancements because they're kind of exciting. We're kind of excited about them.
Yeah.
I may use some of mine,
Right.
not wanting to wait for it, but I got 2 books that Taya picked up for me. One is Mother Angelica's Little Book of Life Lessons and Everyday Spirituality. I love Mother Angelica. Anybody who's been with us knows this. And then this is Father Forgive Me for I Am Frustrated. And this is another book by Father Mitch Pacwa. I had a whole bunch that Taya got me recently. I paid her for those, but she got me this one. So yeah, that's that. I'm sorry that this is kind of a slow, maybe a low-key, somber kind of podcast, but we wanted to make sure we got something out to you, and tomorrow's not doable, and Friday's a Zoom for those who are patrons, so this is when we had to do it. So we want to thank everybody who commented on the podcast, either in the group or on the YouTube. If I don't have your name down here, it's because I didn't see it, but we do want to thank you regardless. We do want to thank Kara, Yarn Cave, Paula, Meditative Crafter, Wendy, who is MacGyver, and Maggie Fish. Maggie Fish 79, okay? Thank you very, very much for commenting. There was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember. But just a reminder that we will be having a Zoom on Friday, okay? And we're always glad to see you here, and we look forward to seeing you here for the Fun in the Women Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 572, I believe. Let's see here, 572, and that's a wrap. God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, how are we going to do this?
So, what kinds do you have?
I've got books, which I'll re-show the books. I have paper crafts.
Well, we didn't show the books.
I did. I showed these two. I did not show.
Well, let's do books first because we have the one book here.
Okay. Oh, and we'll leave the special thing for the end.
Yeah.
And if I'm looking at my phone, it's because I'm waiting to see if I get a response from somebody for something we received.
Maybe this one the last of the books because it's the most related to the podcast.
Yeah. But the other thing has to be the very last.
For sure. This is just the last of the books.
Right. Let me see here.
Not of everything.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see her yet. So, okay. So I'm just going to leave this here in case I hear from her beforehand. So I'm leaving that to be the last. And yes, I know it's all very mysterious and all.
This is very poorly arranged on my part.
All right. So we're doing some books?
Yes.
Okay. I'll show you once again what I just showed you before we finished the first half of the podcast, and that's...
Oh, you did show this.
Yeah, this is Mother Angelica's little book of life lessons and everyday spirituality, okay? And this has got a lot of neat things in it. She actually, the first prayer I opened to, I was looking at this the other day, was a prayer on pain, I think it was.
I think that's the first, when you first opened it, when I first gave it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, prayer when in pain. And that's going to go in my journal, that prayer. So I did show my praying through pain, didn't I? I showed that the other day.
I have no
don't
recollection.
remember. Okay. And then the other book,
Too long ago.
I had a lot of Father Mitch Pacwa, so you saw this in the previous portion, but I want to just kind of segue in. Father, forgive me for I am frustrated. Seems to be kind of a constant state sometimes because, yeah, need to just roll with the punches. Okay? So that takes care of the things that we already saw.
Yep. So that leads on to the other books.
Okay. I only have this other book.
Two. The other cookbook. The
Okay.
maybe this one first and then the other one.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So these came in today. Davina got one too, but
It's not ours.
That's not ours, so we are not showing it.
But to tell you what it is Daddy and daughter doing a gluten-free cooking together. So my
We'll
husband,
just help her with the dairy adjustment.
we can help her, or my husband can
Yeah.
help her because she is a daddy girl. So, but this is we do a lot of everything gluten-free, dairy-free, or the series I have, I forget what it's called, but one is baking and one is cooking. This is the series that Talia originally got.
So they had the everything gluten-free, dairy-free cookbook, which is what we originally had. And I saw this one when I was looking for something else.
So it's kind of like what I have in the other
Yeah.
books.
Same setup, everything.
Yeah.
I think this is the one that talks about what to do when you're traveling in the very front.
Well, that would be good. So this has all, and when it says baking, it doesn't mean just sweets. You got pizza and all kinds of stuff in here. So you got savory and sweet. Look at the pictures in here.
Oopsie.
Whoops.
They actually don't have, just like the other everything gluten-free, dairy-free, it's not a ton of pictures, but it does have.
But that's not what we're getting this
Yeah.
for. Okay, honestly, I mean, they got pancakes in here, pumpkin.
Their recipes are good because they're things that people actually eat. What is it?
I think it's apple something. Oh, the corn fritters.
Corn fritters.
I knew there was some kind of
I've
fritters.
had fritters, but not corn fritters. I've had apple fritters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would be interested in corn fritters, but apple fritters would be good. I mean, breakfast cookies. I would be very interested in breakfast cookies. It's got bananas, peanut butter, honey, vanilla extract, cinnamon, salt, oats, and apple. That's
But they have things like hot cross buns, which I've always wanted to try.
scones.
Scones.
In America, it's scone. For some reason, in Britain, it's scone,
Scone.
but it's O-N-E. I guess.
The funny thing is, I've actually heard, like, commentaries of British people where they'll make fun of us for our pronunciation and stuff
sure,
because we do it wrong.
Yes, we do it wrong and they do it wrong. Well, this is a British word, so I assume. So it's probably them doing it right and us doing it wrong. But
it doesn't look like it's
it doesn't look
spelled.
like. But when you look at one, it's one, not
True.
wone.
True.
English is weird. So, but
Could
anyway,
be something with the great vowel shift too.
that. I mean, it doesn't
need
have
to
a lot
change
of
it.
pictures, but it has bread, simple white bread.
They have a raisin bread too, a cinnamon raisin bread.
Crumpets. I don't even know what a crumpet
I want
is.
to try crumpets.
I want to try a crumpet. I don't know what that is.
It's usually tea, isn't it?
Yes, tea and crumpets.
So I want to try tea with
I
crumpets.
want to try tea with tea.
Tiki?
I want to try tea with crumpets. So yeah, so this is one of the books. I mean, look at the pictures in here. Like I said, not a lot of them, but what they have
It's great.
are great. You know, these great, colorful vegetarian pesto and rooted vegetable tart, which is essentially a pizza.
They have a tomato basil quiche.
Ooh, that sounds so good. Leek and mushroom pie. Love that. We can put potatoes instead of mushrooms. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff in here.
There's a lot of stuff.
This is one.
In some ways, it has got a lot of British stuff, but I think that's because there's a lot of the savory pies in the British. At least what I've seen in the hearty. Like when I remember looking at the Shire cookbook I have, there was a lot of that kind of
Well,
stuff.
stews and things.
Yeah,
Now, this one, I've been talking about wanting to get one of these. I didn't know that Ty had looked at this.
I did because you mentioned it.
It's called GSDF Slow Cooker Cooking. Gluten, sugar, dairy-free slow cooker cooking.
Mom didn't know about the specific cookbook, but she's been talking about it for a while. Man, slow cooker food tends to be softer, easier to make. Really need to turn on the facts.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second.
From Hilton.
Again with the Hilton.
What did you do to the Hilton?
Nothing.
What do they want from you?
Hilton.
I don't know. Maybe they want to give me something or sell me something. You know, they always... It seems like a lot of hotels do pyramid schemes. You know,
Right.
And I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying that in the past we've had that happen.
Where are they?
Are they? As soon as I can be sure that we're not doing it, I'll turn the fax on. We should have remembered to do that.
Hopefully Davina doesn't like walk in. Sometimes she
Yeah. Well, she sees the light. All right, let me turn the fax on.
Because we forgot.
We had it on this morning.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
yeah, Mom was talking about how it'd be so much easier, and I did a search, which is how I come up with the other ones, but I saw this one, and again, it covered all the bases, and it had nice print, good recipes.
I mean, it has cooking.
There's so many things you found in there, you're just like...
Yeah, we perused this one, sort of.
Well, here's the...
I want to see what's in here.
Yeah.
Okay, it's got a history. It's got an introduction, a history of the slow cooker, how the slow cooker works, the challenge of the slow cooker tips, and cooking times. Now, the types of foods you can expect to find here: appetizers and side dishes, beef dishes, chicken dishes, lamb dishes, pork dishes, soups, vegetarian dishes, and then bonus recipes. So, bonus recipe. So, and there's no pictures in this, but look at the print. I don't need to use my glasses. So this is really exciting because I wanted to have something like Talia said that was gluten-free, dairy-free, that we didn't have to change.
There's a rotisserie chicken recipe.
There's rotisserie chicken in here. That's in the cookbook, the crock pot.
Yeah.
And there's recipes in here that I'm hoping they'll be soft enough for me to eat and Ty to eat. They'll be gluten-free, dairy-free for us, and my husband and Davina will like to eat them. Because I don't like eating 3 different meals at a sitting.
And if we have to, it's easier to do it by crock pot.
Yeah.
We can make it, freeze it if we need to, and at least it's minimal effort. You can prep if you need to.
For any of you that are interested, that's the book.
And it looks excellent. We haven't tried any of the recipes yet
We
because
just
they came
got
in
it.
today.
We just got it.
But it looks amazing.
And this is the other book we were talking about.
And we've already tried other things in this.
The other book.
In the other book, and the other book was excellent.
That's the one we got the strawberry cupcakes
Yes.
from. Okay? All right.
The famous strawberry cupcakes and the biscuits.
And what is it?
If you
Hard
and flat.
Hard and flat.
If you don't do things just right.
If you stir it too much, or if you bang the table, or if you sneeze,
Yeah.
it'll be hard and flat.
But that then leads us. What else do you have besides scrapbooking? Oh wait, I have another book. That's right, I forgot about it. It's on my lap.
I think everything I have is scrapbook.
Me too. After this one.
Yeah.
So this got recommended to me on Amazon via email because Amazon's an evil. It's
Yes.
very, very evil.
Yeah.
it's made of evil. But everything else I was able to put on a wish list for later. This seemed really good. Patty Lyon's Knitting Bag of Tricks. Over 70 sanity-saving hacks for better knitting. And they advertise it as being, perfect for new knitters, but even good for an experienced knitter. And I can see where some of the tips would be very good for that. I'm going to read through it first. And Mom's even thinking about getting her own copy, so I've
got it on my wish list.
So, but first of all, I got scared that it was in bad shape. No, they did it like this on purpose so it could stay open. So it's meant to be that way. But it's got, let me find one of their cartoons that are maybe the ones with...
The sloth.
Oh, okay, yes. That is the bind off slipping.
I thought it was the cast on.
Oh, cast on slipping, you're right. Let me just find that one. But, let's see. Gauge. But she has like these cartoons.
She's got a really funny sense of humor.
And a funny sense of humor. I think we're coming upon it soon. Ah, there it is.
I call it the sloth.
And she has a couple times where she used them. These are supposed to be your cast-on stitches. I dropped a cast-on stitch. But, I wanted to find the funny thing where she was talking. It was about Gauge, I think.
Yeah, well, that was funny.
But she has all these tips with these funny things on the side. She has pictures where she makes what you're working on different colors so you can see what you're doing. And I'll show you that in a moment.
I mean, not just black and white where one is darker gray.
No.
Yeah.
Now here's a full page. Words of wisdom. Did you make a mistake or did you invent a new stitch? It might have been this section. Or in the Gauge section. It's one of the two. But yeah, it's funny. Let me show a section where it shows you. You can see where they make the place that you're working on pink. Now, another section they have it in blue. I think it depends on the chapter.
Right. Well, if you notice, they have a color around the pages.
Yes. And they also had, they have a section where they showed how the different kinds of slip knits, the way you can make them, how they look slightly different. Okay, so they have like improved slip knit to SK2P. So I can't remember what that is. Is that? I think it's slip.
Two pearls.
Slip knit to purl. I think I can't remember. That doesn't sound right. But slip stitches if to knit. We know why. Then do a knit two together. That's what it is. Slip knit two together. I think maybe pass. Oh, slip over. Yeah, that's what it is. But it shows you the standard one versus the improved one. So you can see the difference.
Why is that improved?
They must have a different way of doing it.
That drastic.
Maybe you want it to be, yeah. They show you knit two together versus standard SSK. So they do have a lot of pictures. When we memorize, we can forget. When we understand, we never forget. Actually, that's actually pretty good. Because
she needed a picture of an elephant.
She did. She failed us.
She did.
And I wanted to find the thing on Gauge because that really did help with.
That's pretty long though.
Yeah. It was Rogue. This was what it was. Rogue Gauge. Why you gotta be like that? Oh no, this wasn't it. It was a shorter one but this was. It's just fun. There was one where it talks about what kind of knitter you are for doing Gauge, like what's the different.
I fit almost every.
Yeah, I fit all of them. Talk about how you tend to like talk yourself out of it.
Or pretend.
Yeah, that it doesn't. So it's really.
There's a lot of humor in the book.
There's a lot of humor in here. I wish I could find the section because it's absolutely hilarious. But yeah, this is just a really fun. They talk about the math. They talk about how to measure your swatch properly. Oh, here we go. Swatching snafus. Denial's not just a river in Egypt. Before we get into the measuring and the math, let us uncover the most common swatching lies. Let me hear an amen if you read one that applies to you. Okay, guys.
We just say amen right now.
We don't cast on not enough stitches because going back and forth over a small number of stitches is pretty much the same as knitting a human-sized garment, right? Amen! We only knit a few inches. This is also known as the old, it looks close enough so I'll stop now technique. Amen! We stretch the swatch or squinch it up to the gauge we need. The equivalent of holding your breath when you put on a pair of 10-year-old jeans and telling yourself they fit, as long as you don't move or exhale. Amen. We don't bother watching our swatch.
Washing, not watching.
Sorry, we don't bother washing our swatch. Are you planning on blocking your sweater or washing it?
No.
Amen. We don't factor in gravity, also known as the sweater that fits you like a dream for 45 minutes and then started to grow. Amen. This happens.
Especially crochet.
Crochet, yeah. We leave the stitches on the needle to measure. Unless you are Carol Burnett in the Gone with the Wind skit, Google it, that's not going to work. Amen. If any of this sounds painfully familiar, fear not, gentle reader. The truth will set you free. So that's just a taste of her humor. It's throughout the book. It makes going through things a lot more fun. Words of wisdom. If you don't have time to swatch, save time to rip out your sweater.
And be careful not to give Allison the conniption.
Yes. So
Poor Allison, she's never ever going to live that down.
So this looks like a lot of fun. Like I said, even though these are things that I should know, I will still read through it. It does have some things I'm interested in seeing about the cast on that kind of ends up being a upside, like a frown.
Because you did it wrong.
The thing that I've always wanted to learn about felting the yarn end, so you
I
don't.
think it has to be wool for you to do. I think.
I know it has to be wool. I'm not sure if it can be superwash or not.
I think so.
I feel like it can be. So, and then it talks about weaving ends. This will be a good section for you, Mom.
Yeah.
Mattress stitch. I don't mind looking at that again too. So yeah, just a lot of good things in here. Apparently she's pretty well known for knitting classes and stuff.
I think she used to teach at Craftsy.
So
Patty Lyons.
this looks like a lot of fun. Mom's looking to get her own at some point. The illustrator is Franklin Habit, and it's her own humorous pearl. It's Patty's own humorous pearls of wisdom that will resonate with knitters of all abilities and have you laughing while you learn.
Yep.
So
Now I wish I'd taken some of her classes. I think I might have one.
I bet that taking class with her was fun.
I bet.
Look, all the slots are staying on the needle now.
Yep. They're all hooked together.
Yes.
They're big claws are
So yes.
tight stitch.
So there we go. We will. This will probably be covered a bit on my Booktube channel. I will be creating, and I just have to edit it. I have every once in a while I'll put out a Booktube video that's just focused on knitting history books. I've got history books on like the color of red, history books on scrapbooking. That'll be its own section. It's like a crafting Booktube video that'll come up every once in a while. Just like I might every once in a while have a medical one come up, and then just my general history and fiction ones. So I will try to let you guys know when the crafting one comes up. I'll do like a short video here and point you toward the Booktube, because I can't post the same video in two places or YouTube will get mad at me. So, but you'll see this book more later. Scrapbooky stuff.
Scrapbooky stuff.
Well, let me do the things that are not scrapbooky, because you were wondering what these were.
Yeah.
I love the way these are packaged. I think this actually came from Spain or some Spanish-speaking area.
It's very pretty.
I love, first of all, look at the way, let me do it unaffected one. So that's the way it came packaged. I'll probably keep it in the box even after I get rid of the ribbon. You want the ribbon?
I don't know what I'll do with it.
Scrapbook.
Yeah, we have scrapbook too.
I don't use that kind of, my scrapbook's different. So look at the Handmade, it says DMR Artisania?
Artisania? I don't know.
Handmade.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
There are crochet ones. This is a shawl pin. I got this a while ago.
Pretty.
And there is a sheep with the crochet hooks, just like there are for knitting ones. And you just sort of stick them in, kind of like I have my spoon in for my teacup. And
Look like matchsticks
yeah, they do.
or drumsticks.
So you would stick them in, and there you have your
Lamb chops.
like that.
That's cute.
So that's cool. And I will be keeping it in its box. I won't get a new bag or anything for it. The box is so cute
Yeah.
that I don't want to get rid of it. So
That's handmade.
it is. And she does excellent work. You had to catch her on sale. She was on sale.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they are handmade. Now, she's one that she has her shipping factored into her price. So she's free shipping, but it's up because of that. So that doesn't bother me when she's a little higher because of that. That means that it's already prefigured for me. I prefer that than wondering what the shipping's going to be when I get to...
And I'm thinking about doing that when I start making my shop more active.
Because it's actually more convenient.
Yeah. I get confused when I think, okay, I paid this, they paid that.
Because part of it to me is like, okay, if I do that, then, if you do that, then it's like, okay, that person doesn't need to wonder what the shipping is going to be.
Yeah.
It's taken care of. You just have to, guess. Come as close as possible. Shield and swords.
Yeah.
It looks like a crest. So, it'll probably stay better to a certain extent, just like the sheep one, because they've got two.
Yeah. Very nice.
So, I would have to decide which way the handles would go.
It's very nice.
Like the holders. Oh, I guess, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I do it. You'll see me wearing these. You'll see me wearing a lot of times the same shawls because I only have two that I can wear like this right now.
For now, yeah.
But that will change. But I'll be trying to change out the shawl pins each time. I think Davina's starting to look to see what shawl pin I'm wearing because today she knows the teacup with the spoon. So yeah, there'll be a different one each time. We'll see what I'll be wearing for the live stream. But I'll be keeping them in these boxes. I think they're adorable.
Yeah, they're nice.
And why put it in a plastic bag that'll probably poke through anyway? But yeah, that's the shawl pins.
Oh, I think I left my paper over there. Oh no, yeah, I left the paper that I printed because I didn't want.
Where is it?
I didn't want to get it messed up. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say we could show it at the same time as I show the book ephemera.
Yeah, I mean I have.
Do you have anything like this ephemera?
No, I
Okay.
have. I mean I have. The only thing I have close to that is, the stuff from Shenandoah.
Okay.
This and this. It's just
Because what about? Well, you have a fair amount of stickers.
I can show you that Taya gave me some of her stuff came in these bags.
Yeah.
So I'll be using
So she'll
that.
be using those.
And then this is an advertisement for an Advent retreat coming up this year. So I'll probably save this for Christmas or Advent. And this, I was going to go. I actually got my ticket and everything to Shenandoah, and then it rained. And my friend and her friend decided not to go, and I said, I'm not going there, it's too wet.
We had a good time, but we made enchiladas and we made an apple crisp recipe, but that we're not going to keep. Probably apple crumble.
We're not going to keep?
Dad didn't like it.
I don't care.
I'm not sure what I felt about it. It kind of was lemony. I agree with him.
I'm wondering if soaking the apples in a little bit of lemon juice
Was
water,
too much.
because they added lemon to it as well.
That's true. That's true. And that might have been the problem.
I didn't find any problem with that, but
And maybe it's because I'm not always the hugest crumble person. Never have been.
we have to make it again. So big deal.
Yeah. But we can see. We also have a couple of apple crumble recipes in the books we've got that could also be good. So sometimes I think there's a crock pot one which might even be better because it can soak in the flavor. But this is found these on Amazon, and I was telling Mom that these are things that she can also use for hers. She likes these kind of things where it has old fashioned, where it has the girls and old fashioned girls looking on something. So this is meant to be Jane Austen, but I told her this could also be Little Women. These are unique designs, these single-sided sheets. What we're going to do is we're going to copy them so we don't have to tear them out of the page, out of the books.
We're not going to give it to anybody else.
No, it's just here. And we're going to copy them and print them in color so we can put them on our books without tearing these up.
And also allows us to adjust the size.
Yeah. Excuse me. So we've got...
Davina will scan it for us.
Yes.
She's our scanner.
This one's really nice. You can see me using it for a lot of things. Then this one. This is one with the back of the girls. I want to say there's another one. Yeah, here's one with all the hats.
Oh, the hats are fun.
And, oh yeah, we got them at T. Let's see, is that the last one before the book? Yeah, this one I really like. This one I can see myself using a lot because it's a girl in a book. So that one I can see using particularly a lot. And then the other one, this is one where we're like, yeah, we need to be able to size these. Famous fictional detectives, junk journal, and scrapbook pages. So you've got in here Arsène Lupin, and I'll show you the pages in a moment. Auguste Dupin, I don't know. Charlie Chan, Dr. Gideon Fell, Dr. John Thorndike. I actually think he is a character. I can't remember. I feel like he's a character because I've read at least one of his books. Ellery Queen. Although that's the name of the character who is the writer, even though he was written by two cousins. Father Brown, Hercule Poirot. I keep meaning to read Ellery Queen. I have a bunch of the books. That's the magazine you're thinking of. These are the books.
I know, you still have to be careful.
They didn't write the magazine. They were already done at that point.
Well, no, you still have to be careful.
I mean, yeah, but they're golden age. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye on. But I think a lot of stuff you remember for them were from the magazine. Not
I didn't
read
read that much from magazines.
I remember reading some that you would have around the house.
I had one.
Okay,
magazine.
maybe that's just the one that I was thinking of. Hercule Poirot, Father Brown, Inspector French, Lord Peter Wimsey, Maigret, I don't know how to say that, Maigret, Miss Marple, Nero Wolfe, Philip Trent, Philo Vance. I think I have some of his books or have some of his books on my wish list. And then Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is really cool. He's a silhouette.
Yeah, I always like silhouettes.
So, and these really do need to be copied and printed out because they're huge. And there's only one of them. So, like that. You see, as you can see, they're full on pages. There's Dr. John Thornthrop, whatever.
Thorndike.
Ellery Queen. I have trouble with that name. Father Brown. He's adorable. I already have plans for what to do with him when I start rereading Father Brown. Hercule Poirot.
The mustaches. And the egg-shaped head.
And I know he dyes both his hair and his mustaches.
He never says he doesn't.
Nope, he doesn't. He actually admits to it in one of the books. Lord Peter Wimsey. And apparently he has blue eyes. I'm sure they mentioned it, I just can't remember. Miss Marple. Nero Wolfe. I have a couple of his books, but I haven't read them yet. Oopsie. Don't want to skip over Philo Vance. I think his picture's cool.
Mm-hmm. It's very upper crust.
It is. And then Sherlock Holmes with the silhouette is really cool. Actually, if I want to keep into the mood of Victober next month, I could read him because he's Victorian times. Even though Victober's technically, well, it's all Victorians. I'm thinking historical, but it could also be historical fiction. Okay, so then it has things like murder shows and comfy clothes, fueled by caffeine, crime.
These are little word blurbs.
Yeah, these are don't mess with a woman who knows how to stage a crime scene. True crime and crafting. True crime junkie. I'm solving TV crimes. I'm listening to true crime podcasts. Sound suspicious. Stay at home detective. And then another stay at home detective. Sorry, I can't. My murder shows are on. And then they have things that you can use for non-true crime things, like the weapons. And some creepy masks, it looks like. Now here are things like the private investigator one makes me think of Holmes because it has the pipe, and then the other one makes me think Poirot because it has the mustache. So, and then other things with detective, it just has pictures. Oh, this one really looks like Holmes.
The dinner stalker.
But finally, last page has police line do not cross, crime scene do not cross, bunch of do not cross. And that's it. This is something I don't want to tear up. I want to copy.
Right.
Your turn.
All right. Well, I just have a bunch of. I don't even know what's actually in it. Oh, before I go into the
Yeah, there's a lot of
stickers.
scrapbooking this time.
the stickers,
And I've done scrapbooking, but I haven't brought it because it's Booktube related, and I show some of it on my Booktube.
this lady that I got all these from, I think I ordered 3 things in 4 days. Made 3 orders in 4 days. But before I show you the stickers, Talia got me some bookmarks.
I left my bookmarks in the other room because I'm actually using them. These are from Millie's Millie's Craft Co. Hold on. Millie's Paper Co. Excuse me. Laura got us our first one from her.
Yeah.
And I like the magnetic bookmarks.
I like it. I put it with the face, the front facing on the page that I want to be doing, and then so Talia got me this crochet. This is the back that you're seeing.
Where's his name?
Crocheting. It had a little face on the yarn ball.
And I have one of those because they don't have a knit one.
And then this one is pandas.
I have a baby elephant playing in the water
This is
instead.
the front of it. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
It's just that they have words on the back.
Yeah.
And then I love this one. I think it's so cute. This is the bookworm. And so this one is the front. The bookworm with another worm. Oh, it's an inchworm with a bookworm. I don't know. It's a couple of worms. So
They're wormy worms. And then one side has the Millie's Paper Co.
and it's the back.
Yeah.
And then this one is a turtle. And this is the front. Isn't that cute?
No bunnies.
No owls. But
Yeah, not that I could see.
these are really cute. I'll put them good use. I have a couple of books going that I want to. So that's the non-scrap book.
Now, I won't be reading it in October because it's Victober, but I will be starting Scarlet and the Black next quarter.
That's a good. I saw the movie. I haven't read the book yet.
Well, did you get the book, or were you just talking about getting it?
I don't remember. I'd have to.
Because we had
look.
discussed starting it around the same time.
All right, let's see here.
Let's see. I can show my little bit of stickers. And this. Yeah, I'll show that.
I think this was the last one that came in.
So, I don't have a lot of stickers, but what I do, these are just some I found on Amazon, just some doctor ones. I don't even know if there's more than a couple pages. I have a couple of things coming up where I might need them. I probably won't get this particular set again. I did want to try it though. Maybe I'll save it for Hitler's Doctor.
Oh, cool.
I have a couple of medical books I could save that for. And then this one, illustrations by Laura Crow. She also does some of my washi tape that I like from Britain. I'm actually surprised this arrived before the other washi tape. She must have had to have it made or something because this arrived first. And I had ordered it after. This I have intended for my murder mystery type things.
They're postcards, but you could definitely use them.
And that's what it's meant to be postcards. I intend to cut them up and use them. So this will be, I have a book on stuff with poisons and stuff like that.
And yeah, Agatha Christie.
And then this is, I'm saving this for my Agatha Christie readathon. Christie's missing readathon in December. This one, yeah, this will be, I think there's an A to Z of Victorian murder.
Yeah, I'm
so
sorry,
that's-
guys. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
I'm
no problem.
sorry if I look a little tired. This is a bad time of day for me. It's a little after
And this
3.
is our second
Yeah.
go around, so.
I am usually very sleepy at 3 o'clock, so I guess it's closer to 4 than 3. Let me see. Oh, it's almost 5. Okay.
So
All right.
yeah. Also, a quick mention, even though it's not here, Mom and I have started playing around in the Myrtle website. I have solved all 3
I didn't get
mysteries.
I didn't get a mystery tape.
I didn't check the email. I just checked the site. I don't know if you're supposed to get them consistently or how that works.
Well, I don't have time to sit down and spend 15, 20 minutes looking at it right now.
Well, the mystery today was rough
Well,
because they didn't have as many clues.
right.
But yeah, no, I
I enjoyed it. We did one yesterday.
I feel like it's a mixture of Clue and Sudoku. So if we like it enough, I know that I have all 3 of the Myrtle books set aside as an eventual to get.
Yeah, and I haven't put it on my list yet. I think I maybe put book 1 on there.
Yeah, because it's not something you want to share with somebody.
You gotta be able to write on your book.
Yeah, and I would do it in pencil, so if I wanted to, I could reuse.
Now, all 3 of these things came from the same place, okay? Because 4 days, 3 purchases. I think I bought 2 of them in one day.
Yes, she likes you a lot.
Yeah, she does. Okay, now this was my second one because.
Sorry.
Okay, I think this is the first one I ordered from her, and this is Talia's fault.
Yeah, I introduced her to
the shop is. Well, the person is Daisy Gray. I don't know if that's the name of the shop. That's the card.
She was having a sale and she had some owl washi tape, so I sent her information to Mom. And so therefore it's my fault that Mom has no self-control.
Okay, this, you can't really see this because it's black against the black, but the little, see the gold and the black? Those are owls.
I think you can kind of see it, yeah.
These are owls, and it's a sample. Let me see if I can take this out. I had a lot to use for my journal with all these cards and things. Here we go. Oh, it's actually blue and gold, and this is a double sample.
That's not her. That's a different place. I got you those.
Oh, this is from somewhere else?
Yeah, that's Bloomsbury.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got you those.
Yeah, Ty got me these. All right, now these came from this lady.
Remember, I picked up another one at the same time, and we weren't sure if it was the same, and then she said, no, this is a double one.
Right. Now, this I think all these came from the same person. Some of these are owls. Some of these are other things. This one is fancy owls, like.
Is that the lady owl?
Lady owl, yeah. I didn't realize how thin they were, but I can still make use of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, different ones you can use for different things. They only had her in a sample.
Yeah. And I think I got the last one.
I think you did. That's why it was so...
I can't really see. It's very small. But they're really cute.
Oh, she's the right side up? Yeah, she is. Isn't she adorable?
So that's...
Because I'm in a better position to put it right in front of the camera.
Yeah. Let me put this one back in the bag. I have to go through my boxes and label the boxes so I know what's in them. Mm-hmm. Because I have the stuff in boxes, but... Okay, and then this...
You started this.
This one is Halloween owls, and it's an actual roll.
Maybe I'll put this down so I can help you. Okay. It's actually meant to be autumn owls.
Mm-hmm. And this is another one here that... This was the last set.
I do have one of these because I got the last other size. I got the last full.
And I got the last of that. This one, I think they had a couple more. That one, I think I was the last one.
And you'll see mine once I get to mine. It's going to look slightly different because, of course, it's at different parts of the roll. But yeah, it's really pretty. I haven't used it yet because it was too big for the sections I was thinking of using it.
And the last thing I got in this particular one, this particular purchase, these are all, they're like stickers or something. These are religious. These are going to go, if I open them.
Yeah, you don't want to take them out.
I don't want to take them out right now, but you can see they've got Bible and other things in there. So I'm looking forward to using those.
Down? Yeah. So Holy Bible, and there's a bunch of other things in there.
Yeah. So that was that order.
Let me go ahead and grab one of mine so that you can get a little.
And she always sends you this nice handwritten note.
She does. I actually might have a couple of hers together. Maybe put little stickers together.
I'll just flash. It's always in purple. You can't really read it there. So.
There's a Bloomsbury. Try and grab maybe a couple Bloomsburys. And oopsie, is this hers? Oh, that's okay. So I will show. Is that my book? I'm just gonna have to grab things at random, I guess. Okay, I'll show this bunch. You're not gonna see necessarily all the same shop at the same time because apparently I can't find all of them at the same time. But these are the Bloomsbury, which this is the one I got at the same time Mom got hers. Her first owl she showed you from Bloomsbury. They sent me a small free sample. Actually, they sent me two, but I used up the other one. This is the second one they sent me.
Was it kind of iridescent?
Yeah, it looks kind of like it. The other one had flowers on it, and I used it up in my tutor page. And then this one has books. Little pink kind of books. And there's a point where, I want to say there's a point where there's a teacup on the book, but you can't see it. And then there is, I think this is more of theirs. I've used a lot of each, quite a bit of each of these.
There's several washi tapes.
Yeah, there's several washi tapes here. One of them has Shakespeare quotes. The top three are different quotes. The this one here has like a phone, a tea cup on top of some books. This one has a painterly. It actually looks like it should belong to Clever Clove, and I'll show you Clever Clove in a second. It's a painting version of the Clever Clove hedgehog. They must have gotten some sort of permission for that. Because there's actually this artwork with the slippers look like Clever Clove as well. Then they have... Is it bad? I'm starting to recognize other people's styles. Books with a quill pen. The dark books with Christmas lights. And then these creepy books in a wooded area. Now this is what I mean by Clever Clove. I know I have a couple more. Here's another Clever Clove.
I think you just shown pictures on the picture on the outside.
It doesn't actually show the picture. I'm not going to unroll. I'll just take it out. Yeah, it's all the Clever Clove.
Yeah.
Because I thought that they would have it on the outside, but they don't. Actually, what I need to do is set aside the ones I've already shown. Because otherwise I'm going to keep showing the same thing over.
And we don't have all day.
No, we don't.
Because my husband's going to come up in about 40 minutes.
So, what I'm going to do is move this off of here. And only have the things I haven't shown. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay, I have this stuff next to me. Right here. That's good. Right here. Okay, so I wanted to put aside one other one. It was the one with the... I guess I'll find it when I find it. Okay. So, then I have a random sticker of a ladybug. Here you go. I don't really do ladybugs.
I think ladybugs are cute. She even put on the back sticker.
This has a bunch of painterly stuff. And since I'm currently reading a book about Michelangelo, I'm going to have to do a page for him. This will go with him probably.
It'll be finished when it's finished.
Here is... Now, this one does have it on the outside. This is... I believe this... was covered under Van Gogh.
Yeah, it looks like Starry Night or something.
And it's not Starry Night, it's a road.
Yeah.
It has the same colors he likes to do.
Well, yeah, I only saw the colors.
Yeah. Now these I do have to take out to show because for whatever reason she doesn't have the pictures on the front or top or anything. This is Clever Clove. And she has the ones with the animated hedgehog. Here.
So cute.
This is, I think this is called her, this is Netflix and Chill. So it has like a cat, they have a bunch of different things with people knitting with a teacup next to them and books. So it's usually kitty. And let me find a particular one where she's knitting where you can really see that she's having Netflix and chill. Let's see. Right there. She's Netflixing and chilling. Which I thought was so cool. I had to get Netflix and chill. Because it covered all the things. So I look forward to using that. This one, this is just such a cute, quirky one. These ones by Clever Clove. This was just a bunch of books. They had some glasses on there, a mug of tea, and I know it's a mug of tea because it's a tea
bag.
A tea bag on it.
Heathen.
So at least they made a point of it being a tea bag, or tea instead of like coffee. Usually it's in a mug. You almost assume it's coffee.
Nope. All mugs have tea or hot chocolate.
Then there is this one from Clever Clove. It'll be your turn after I do these.
I'm struggling to stay awake.
This is a bunch of different animals reading. You have a bunny, a cow, a hedgehog, and a raccoon. And they're all sitting on the floor reading like little kids. This actually might be the second one I have in this design that I accidentally got it from someone else. But I like this one so much it's not a problem. Because it's cute. And the final one from Clever Clove is, they called this, I think it's called Snuggle Bug or something like that. It's a hedgehog with a blanket wrapped around him with books and a cup of tea. Apparently, Clever Clove likes tea.
Yay.
So, she's in the good book. And I didn't even get all the ones I liked
She's
from
in
her.
the Bible?
I didn't even get all the ones I liked for her. She also has stickers.
Stickers are good.
All kinds of stuff. And more of the Netflix stickers and things like that. Your turn.
Okay.
I'm going to organize what I'll show next.
I don't have a lot to show, really. This is the second order I made on the same day. Because I've been seeing stuff on... Well, let me show you this little thing first. This is... I don't know. This... I can't read this. It's in some other language.
Oh, yeah. It says something about dreams on there.
Yeah. This is the washi tape I picked up. Oh, actually, they're not washi tape. I'm sorry. They are some kind of... I don't want to lose any of these. These are the kind that you have to use glue, I believe, because it doesn't look like there's any kind of sticky stuff on here.
Okay. Do you have glue?
Oh, yeah, I've got glue. So, I've got a whole bunch of these little sticker type things. Some of them are... Let's see, what's this one? Yeah, flowers. Whoops, I lost one. Two of them.
Did you hear?
There's one. There's one on the floor.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, is that yours? Got it. Was that my painter?
Yours. That's yours.
Oh, wait. I have painter here. Did you get painter too?
Maybe
we both got... Or maybe I got...
You got two different ones.
Oh, I didn't realize I dropped my other painter. Thank you.
So, it's little things like this.
Do you need me to carry up?
There are leaves. There are flowers. There are ribbons. I haven't really looked through this one yet. Stars. Birds. That's what brought... This bird is what made me really want it. Let me see if I can pull him out here. It's a cute little guy. This little bird. Whoops. Ah! This little bird is what made me really want it. Can you see him? I just can't reach.
Do you need me... There he is. Boop, boop, boop.
And then that little bear, and so yeah. So this is. I don't want to handle this too much because I think it'll easily bend.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
put
be
it
careful.
back in the box. And
Be careful with eggs.
Yeah, be careful with eggs and these things. I think I have like 2 of everything in here, at least. Oops, there's something else in here that I didn't see. A couple of something else is in there that I didn't see, but I don't want to take them out anymore because I'm afraid I'm going to lose them.
Oopsie. There, ran away.
I'll get them.
Thank you. Last time I might be able to reach him. Me.
And then what else I got, this was kind of a secondary for what I wanted, was these. And what they are is they're specialized tweezers to be able to get the stickers and things off the sticker tape or the washi tape
Which
or
is
whatever.
cool.
And I've seen them, and most people seem to like the curved version, from what I can tell.
I can imagine that would be nicer.
Let me see here.
My shawl's Do you require assistance?
I do not. Thank you. Let's see here.
Well, she's pulling that out. I have a glue pen. For when my washi tape won't stay down.
So you can see here, they have protective tips.
Yeah, if Mom likes some, I might get them.
You can see that this one is curved.
Yes, they can see in the other
And
one
this
straight.
one's straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So I have a feeling I'm going to use the curved one more than the straight. But I didn't know for sure, and I could get the set reasonably priced, so I did.
Yeah, that's a good decision.
Because she sold them singly or as a set. So that was that order.
Okay, don't go away. Come back here. Bad washi tape. Okay. So my next group are not the ones on my lap, the ones in my hand. Okay, so they had these. They had these on sale. So These, you can't see them very well because I haven't got them unwrapped, but they're murder ones. So in one light they have a bunch of in the light they have a bunch of murder type things, like a knife and like the murder board and all those other kind of things. But when you turn out the light, it's glow in the dark, and it has things like fluorescent footprints and things like that on it. So this is for my murder mystery books. Now, some of these other ones, I've already used my divorced, beheaded, survived. I'm sorry, my divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived washi tape. TutorCon. I was looking for something about TutorCon, and this came up, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Later on, I saw this one, which has washi tape that's like postage stamps with each of the queen's pictures on it. And I already know where I'm going to use it. I'm doing a review on one of the tutor books, or books about tutor time, so I have a perfect place for these. But this one took a lot longer to come.
Did you get that today, or was it yesterday?
It just arrived today. I've been waiting on it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Then these came in as well. And I think a couple of these Mom might like. But this is the one for Pride and Prejudice, which is what originally brought me here. And I think this is her original artwork. Let's see. I'll pick that up in a second.
It's hard to see, but you got it.
And then the one with roses. I can see myself using this one a lot. I'll probably pick this one up again at some point. Because it'd be good for like borders and stuff. And then this one. I can see Mom probably picking this one up.
The houses.
It's the houses, old-fashioned British houses, like we used to see when we were in So.
And don't forget that one.
Yes. Ugh. Do you have some more to show before I show my next set?
I have just this is my last one here.
Okay, I'll show
until we get to the thing.
I'll show my next set, and then I'll show these washi tapes, and then I have other things like stamps. Oops, another one of the murder ones. Put that back. Okay. So. My bunny ones, these came from Mom's favorite place. These were on clearance. She had a lot of things on clearance. Daisy's, yeah. This is probably my favorite of the bunny ones. It's this brown washi tape with cute little bunnies on it. It's a lot easier to tell in person without the glare.
You can see it though.
Then there's this one with Easter bunnies, or kind of like Easter bunnies. It's on pale field.
That's the one I was talking about, I think.
Yeah, I think so, and I do have this one, obviously. And this one has, like, sparkle on it.
A little bling.
From the same shop, this is the one that I thought we might have in common.
Yeah, I think that's the same one as what I have.
And this was limited. So, Mom and I took the last of it. I think it's original artwork. Now this is for like my art stuff. It's got different paintings. I'm not undoing it. There's a picture on the top. It doesn't show all the paintings, but just gives you an idea. Another one where this is things like this is Van Gogh paintings. Then these are things like for really like feelings and things like, okay, so here's a prescription pad.
It's not even necessarily that you want to know what it says. It's just kind
It's just a mood.
Yeah.
This one here is just like old-fashioned library card type thing. Same here.
I think it's one was pharmacy.
The pharmacy was the other one with the handwriting on it. Okay, that's the ones on my lap.
How much more do you have?
Whoopsie.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the washi tape.
But what else do you have after that?
Stamps.
How much?
On the floor.
All of that? Okay.
You want me to go and then you go?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Because I didn't have nearly the same amount of materials Mom did to start because I didn't know what my goal was. And once I knew, I was like, okay, I need to grab stuff. I know what I'm going to do.
Okay, I placed an order, and this one's kind of a bigger order.
Is it the same place as the last one I shoot?
It's Daisy.
Yeah.
Because the other thing that I bought is on the computer.
Yes.
It's digital, and I can just run it off. Now this one has got all kinds of like little teacups and it's tea related.
That's cute.
You can see that's what's in it. Okay.
Yeah, we went kind of scrapbooky crazy. Now I am actively using it.
And I'm kind of getting ideas because oddly enough what kind of pushed me over was the stuff I got that was digital. This one is old fashioned like typewriters and stamps and things like that.
That's cool.
And then this one is just old-fashioned, vintagey kind of like fans and lamps and furniture.
That's right up your alley.
So I even like the backing on this one, the card.
Well, you probably used it.
That one too. Okay.
They probably meant it to be used.
Now these, I think these came from somewhere else.
Well, those are nice.
These are the doors.
No, they're from her. I remember. I remember because you were like, I want them, but cause you had a coupon.
That's why I had to find. But remember, I said I wasn't sure it wasn't working because it was the right person.
But I think it was still her.
Okay, well, I've got red doors, and they're different doors. There's like 4 different doors, or 5 different doors in each color. So there's red. You have to understand something about me. I love doors, gates, paths, and bridges. So this one is the brown doors. Of course, there has to be blue door. So blue doors. And green doors, and this one looks like a hobbit door.
It does look like a hobbit door.
So
His door was green.
A party business. No entrance in the party. These are really fun. I like doors, and I have no idea. I have a slight idea about what I want to do with one of the blue doors. I have to go through and see what there are there. And then the thing I picked up that this was on sale, and it's called the Black and White Poet Society. And it's a set of washi tape. And I think I got it for like $6.50.
You got it for cheap, I see.
It's
What
really
you're
cheap.
saying.
And there's one, two,
A lot of places have been
three,
having good
4.
washi tape sales on Etsy.
They're different size and width.
Well, that's nice though.
So like these,
I like the measuring tape one.
1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Yeah, I do too. 4 of them are like this. Really, it's almost like a ring thickness. And then you have some that are this size. And this is the measuring tape that she was talking about. And let me see, put this back in. Don't do that.
We'll get another one out.
I just have to put this one up because I want to kind of keep an order for the time being.
Yeah.
That one goes there. And then we have this. This is, I think, the thickest one I have. And they're all black and white. And some have words, some have pictures, some have, quasi-medical, like medicine bottles, and I think this is an anatomy of some kind. You have to take a look at it and see.
Yep.
Looks like the rib cage.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That looks like the rib cage.
So this could be fun for like a noir kind of feel. It's called the Black and White Poet Society. I'm not really sure what it has to do. This is a heart. I'm not sure why they're doing that.
Telltale heart.
Telltale heart, maybe, yeah. So yeah, it's all blacks and whites and shades of gray. And I'm making even a shawl out of this color, so this is right up my alley. And that was the last thing I picked up, though I have things in my head that I want to buy from various places. I just have to make sure I use it first.
Right.
And this red will go really well with some of the...
Well, why waste it when you could possibly use it? So the last of my washi tape type stuff. Oh, Mom, here's the tag.
Oh, okay.
So this is little books with cameras, and then just books straight on a shelf. Because I like the book ones for edging for my book journal. This one has books with teapots and teacups and a phone. I think it's just a different color of a different one I have, because this one's blue. I think another one was brown, and another one is like tan. This one's just more books. A lot of ones with piles of books. Different kinds of piles of books. And then the last few of the washi tape. This one is the medicine bottles. I knew I got old-fashioned medicine bottles. Then this is Renaissance paintings. Whoopsie.
This is longer than our first part of our podcast.
Well, more animated. There we go.
Well, it's also just more stuff.
Yes. So that is the washi tape.
I have my other ribbon.
Do you have anything before I go into stamps?
No.
Okay.
Except for the last thing.
Okay, that's right. So let me go on. I just want to get these in their bag so I can go ahead. Now, I'm going to focus, while I get washi tape, I'm focusing a lot on stamps now because with stamps are things I can reuse when I don't have the ability to buy washi tape for whatever reason, and I could all I need to make sure is I have ink pads that are good.
Yeah, and I have a bunch of ink pads, brand new ones from Christmas.
Yeah, so as long as I have working ink pads, then I would be able to use stamps. And arguably, ink pads can be less expensive if you just have to replace a color every once in a while.
As long as you don't let them dry out.
Yeah, I think if you keep them closed, though,
yeah,
they stay fine. Because they even give you tips like don't leave them open while you're using them if you already have your thing inked up and that kind of thing. Okay, so I'll do, first of all, I have backings because I have a big old bird one that I wanted to use, but none of my backing is big enough for my bird, and I really want to use my bird because my bird's on a teacup. And I've been wanting to use him since I got it, and I finally figured out how to use the clear stamps, which is good because they're less expensive. So, the clear ones, these come from Amazon, so they are very much less expensive. I can see Mom using these. These are gates. They're garden gates. So this one makes me think of the secret garden up here. This is books. So like when I run out of all my washi tape, I don't have to get stickers with this. Mm-hmm. Because that's my, I like the idea of stickers, but stickers are expensive.
They can be. That's why I like the digital ones.
Mm-hmm. This is the bird that I've been like, I need to put on a stamp. And the words come separate of it. I've actually already tried to stamp with the words. This one makes me think of a hobbit hole. And then above that is another door that's in a wooded area. This one, I'm going to use these walls as borders. Mm-hmm. Particularly brick ones. Like the stone ones. These are doors and windows. Actually, these are windows. I'll pick this up in a second. Okay. I'll pick it up, Mom, in a second. And here are more piles of books. Books. I actually had to make sure that I had to return at one point, return one and pick it up again because I accidentally ordered two of them. I didn't realize that I had seen something I liked twice and I already ordered it.
Excuse me.
But I fixed the problem early enough so I didn't have to return. I could just cancel. So those are the clear stamps. And then finally, these stamps. These are actually very important because this will save me money on my rating stickers, like my stars. So I can do 5 hearts instead of 5 stars if I want to mix things up. Then I have 5 stars. I've already used this one. And I can fill them in. Like, it doesn't stamp full on. It doesn't make it automatically 5 stars. I've already used this one a couple times. Certified 5-star read. And I just happen to have 2 books I really liked in a row. Do you keep throwing my stamp? Which stamp do you keep throwing?
I think it was your heart. Yeah, your heart. I'll find it in a second.
Okay.
It's got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, don't go losing my stamps.
It just kept falling down. Oh, there it is.
Then there is my zebra. Which, of course, that's for dysautonomia stuff. This is my hank of yarn. I told Mom she can use this one. There's one that says Handmade on it. Here it is. A lot of these are by the same person. You can tell because it has the, it's a really nice thumb thing. Then this was a teacup with a heart. You can also tell some because they put the picture in the middle.
Yeah.
Thing in the middle. Okay, so I can do a rating with 5 books. And color in the books. Or I can just do like a row of books. I love this. This is my Happy Puffin. He is adorable, and anytime like I'm writing a happy rating about a book, I'm going to have the Puffin go. I do have a dancing Snoopy coming in for that. And for things for Davina. Then I have let's see, it goes this way. Yeah. A fingerprint. This is for my mystery stuff. That one came from Amazon. That was pretty inexpensive. May the Force be with you. It was really hard to pick between the Star Wars ones. bunny butt.
Of course.
I had to have that. When I saw his little bunny butt, I wasn't even looking for him, and I saw the bunny butt, and I was like, but it's a bunny butt. He's so cute. So, like I said, I've already used some of these star rating ones. I already know exactly what I'm going to use the Star Wars ones for because I am currently reading a Star Wars book. These yarn ones, I'm reading yarny books. So, I already have plans for these. I'm finally getting ideas that are mine. When Mom had me looking through her stuff when we first started, I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't really want to pick up stuff. I don't know. I haven't found my thing. I found my thing, and now I'm able to pick up materials accordingly.
Now we're trying to say pull back.
Right. Well, I have what I've ordered already coming in, and then I'll be able to just use what I have. And ignore all Etsy emails.
That's impossible.
They're evil.
Okay, the last thing I have, I was waiting to see if I heard back from her. She told me this was coming. This is from Mama C.
Yeah.
And I'd have to ask her exactly where this is supposed to go. But this, she quilted this. And actually,
It's beautiful.
she also...
Is that her? That's Etsy.
Incoming call.
CJWO. They'll leave a message.
I don't want to answer it by mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, so she sent a little card. I'm not going to read it to you, but it's a really sweet little card. I'm not going to read anything on it because, just not going to. But
So there.
the bag is absolutely gorgeous. Now, in case you don't know what this is, on this side, and
This
then
side will make it even easier.
that is a tortoise or a turtle, and that is absolutely beautiful. And the lighter yarn, she ice dyed.
No, it's
that yarn,
this one
fabric.
here.
Yeah.
This one
Oh,
here.
right, the brighter yarn is what I meant to say. It was, she ice dyed it.
I thought she said tea dyed it. She tea dyed it.
Some fabric that I ice dyed.
Oh, I wonder what ice dye is.
You put the dye in the ice and it melts and it dyes the stuff. You can do it for yarn too. So this, she quilted. Isn't this a gorgeous bag? Absolutely beautiful. Came in this afternoon after we finished the first podcast.
Yeah, it really worked out that I wasn't feeling well and we had to do it in parts.
It has this nice little,
It's really cute. Oh,
And-
and the green is perfect.
and the inside, it says Mama C Creations. And look at this fabric on the inside. I don't know if you can tell this. These are turtles inside.
There you go.
Aren't they beautiful?
And it has her tag.
Aren't they beautiful? I think this is just the most beautiful bag.
It's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. She did a great job on it.
As always.
As always. Very nice. It is huge.
I think the bag that I have my
I think it's almost as big as my owl bag.
I think the bag I have my blanket in was made by her, the one with all the sheep on it and the sayings.
It might be. It might be.
Because it's big enough.
can't
Most
think
of
of-
my bigger bags are from her.
I have a couple bags from her, and my great big owl bag is from her, but I'm not sure where this is going yet. She needs to tell me. I think I know where it's supposed to go, but I don't want to say until she gets back to me. So this is a very, very lovely, she spoils us.
Rotten.
Very rotten. And we are very appreciative. And as soon as, I'll let you know on the next podcast or whenever she gets back to me what's going on. She might tell me on Zoom, or she might tell me,
Yeah, because we do have the Zoom for Patreons on Friday.
on Friday. Yep. Unless anything comes up, which it's hopefully not going to.
Well, we don't have any plans for anything to come up. The only thing that might happen is if I get nauseous in the morning, I might end up getting Mom started, letting her talk to y'all, and then come back when I start feeling a little better. Because the past couple days, I've gotten nausea and not felt well in the morning.
But anyway, Christina, that's a beautiful, beautiful bag. Thank you very, very much.
Yes, absolutely beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, we already talked about in the last part of the podcast, just before we signed off, the fact that we have the Zoom coming up. We did shop news, which was nothing really to talk about. And we talked about basically everything else before we signed off. I thanked everybody.
Hopefully Mom will have some scrapbooking, like the actual scrapbooking to show you next time.
Yeah.
Anything with scrapbooking for me, because it's book related, will probably be mostly on Booktube. So there's some of it last.
But you can show the pages.
Oh yeah, I can show the pages, I just don't want to go into depth.
No.
Yeah, so I might show the pages. And I do have a couple that I could have shown this time, but we had so much going on that, besides, they aren't finished because I didn't have my tutor women.
Right.
So.
And I have to find some dedicated time. It's been really hard with the PT twice a week, and then tomorrow is next week is packed with dentists and doctors and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to show you something on the weekend. I'm hoping I can show you some yarn maybe, but I am happy that I got a couple more projects in, at least whips, so that's good. So we're going to say again, thank you for joining us here for the Fun in the Woman Cave. We hope to see you next week. We hope your week is full of every blessing and good thing, and we hope to see you next week for the Fun in the Woman Cave, as I said. This is the Pen Hook and Needles podcast episode, I think I said
It's some episode.
572, whatever was I said last time. I can't remember. That's a wrap.
Bye. Hi guys, I'm back. We thought we were done, and then my mom looked out and she saw a package. So we got to package, had my name. I wasn't really sure what I had ordered because I was pretty sure that I didn't have anything else that should be heavy-ish coming in a box. I got a surprise book from Laura. Thank you, Laura. This is The Fellowship of the Knits, the unofficial Lord of the Rings knitting book. It's put together by Tanis Gray, and there are some gorgeous patterns in here. What an unexpected and beautiful gift. Mom and I have already looked through here and just been like, oh, that's pretty, that's pretty. Whoopsie, I'm dropping things all over the place. Like this here, it has several hood options. It's fingering weight, where the Thorns hooded cowl is meant for worsted, and we've done down to DK. This one is fingering. Ooh, I wonder what would happen if I went up to sport weights. That's an interesting thought. Anyway, I think it's beautiful. Maybe I can do DK at some point. Ooh, thoughts. Anyway, you have options for hood, or normal fitted hood, no hood, and large hood. I should see how I can adjust it. Maybe I'll do it in fingering weight first, then maybe try it sport or go DK, or I'll just jump in and do whatever I want. Thoughts. But there's just so many cool patterns in here. That's called the Elven Royalty Cloak, and they rate it by rings. Like a 1 ring pattern I think is easy, 2 rings might be like medium level, and 3 rings might be hard. This is a 2 ring pattern. I think it's just pulled back because of the head stuff she's wearing on her head. Then this is really pretty. This vest is really pretty too, the Shield Maiden vest. Then I wanted to show a couple of the other shawl. I want to show some of the socks that are gorgeous. Now this is a fun. This is the You Shall Not Pass shawl. It's just fun. The 1 ring cowl. I've seen this one. It's reversible. I think it must be what's it called? I've been intending to learn double knitting. I've been wanting to learn how to double knit, and this is a double knitting pattern I've always seen in the past that I've wanted to do. So if I had to do double knitting, it will be this pattern first. On one end, you have the gold with the writing in black, and on the other end, you have the black with the gold writing. So that's super cool. ISR cowl, which is really cool. But what I wanted to... Oh, hang on. I will not be forgiven if I don't show this shawl. I think Mom will probably want me to make her the shawl at some point. It's really pretty and lacy. Oh, it has beading. I don't know if I'd put in the beading. I don't know. I've never done beading. And that one is called Enchantment Shawl. So it's probably meant for Galadriel. And let's see, it sounds like Dad's kind of scarce, so I should pick up the pace. I do want to show a pair of socks. Oh, this is beautiful. I want to get my colorwork socks up to snuff before I make this, but the leaves, not idly do the leaves of Lorien fall. I'm sorry, not idly do the leaves of Lorien, yeah, I got it right. And then it has leaves like Pippin's pin, and of course Aragorn saying on the foot. But the one that I thought I would make first of these, I could see myself actually casting it on like any time. the cloak pin socks. It's a 1 ring, and it's just got the nice little pattern up at the cuff. So yeah, thank you very much, Laura. What a very happy, unexpected surprise. I look forward to knitting something from this. So thank you so much. Thanks for hanging in there for our constant, our frequent goodbyes. And anyway, we will see you next week. Hopefully we'll be more coherent and won't keep having to come back. But this was a great reason to come back. Thank you so much, Laura. See y'all next week. God bless. Bye.